dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
Y'all, it's Kane, the Sex Ninja, and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about Monday Night Raw, January 13th, 2025. Pat and Cole on commentary. We're in San Jose, California. We started off strong with CM Punk. It's clobbering time, right? He's going on. He sees the sign. WrestleMania's in his future. And as he's talking, here comes Seth freaking Rollins. And Punk's like, come on, why? He's even telling Cole, like, why can't it be Rhea that's interrupting me? Why him? And Seth's like, yes, I told you, if I win, you win. And, you know, all these things that would happen, I would still be here, and here I am. And I have declared myself, like you did, for the Royal Rumble, just so I can throw you out and destroy your WrestleMania dreams. That's what I'm going to do. And Punk's like, all right, man, do what you got to do, but I'm going to win the Rumble. Then here comes Drew. And Punk's like, God damn it. Of course, it ends up with Punk's like, you know what? I'm done talking. You know, I already beat you 3 times. I already beat you. And I already made you bleed and made you beg for your life, Drew. So what? But Drew says when he's in the Royal Rumble, so now it's Royal Rumble time. We're building on top of each other, you know. But, of course, Punk's like, let's fight. Drew's like, nah. You know, he's ready. But, you know, classic heel. It's just like, nah, we don't have to do this. Then we get Chad with the Alpha Academy. No, American Made. Sorry. So, like, they're too similar. They dress too similar. Well, we have Chad. He wants to wrestle the greatest lucha on earth. He says, bring him on. He tells Adam Pearce, like, who do you got? And who does Adam Pearce got? Penta. Seattle Metal. Oh, my God. Oh, I was so happy. I was like, finally, he's here. We need the free Ray Phoenix. My man. This match was fun. I think Penta has to get used to the style of WWE. Because I saw somebody online says, now Penta has to get used to wrestlers selling. Which they really don't do in AEW. But I'm so glad he had a fun match here with Chad. He got the win. Got to get on the mic, interview with Jackie. And tell Jackie he's so happy. This was the goal. Has always been the goal. This is where I'm meant to be. And his family's in the front row. You know, it's just a beautiful moment. And welcome Penta to WWE. What did Cole say? The worst, best secret kept in business, because he was supposed to debut last week, but of course a bunch of stuff happened. Then they show his they put his merchandise already on there with masks and shirts and everything. But I'm just glad Penta's here. I'm really glad he's here. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. Then we had the Judgment Day backstage. Still a little conflict between Liv and Finn. Finn is like, yeah. And then he goes, oh, you know what? Don't worry about me. Don't worry about this. Why don't you worry about him? And here comes Dominic. He's like, hey, I didn't mean to do that. Blah, blah. Here's some flowers. And Liv's like, okay, I'm not mad. I'm like, oh, she mad, bro. And she's like, go get my luggage. Get Raquel's luggage, too. You know, and he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then after she leaves, he's like, hey, guys, she's not mad, huh? And like, you read that whole wrong, Dom. Oh, my God. And Kathy's backstage with Pure Fusion Collective. I don't know what we're doing here. I want to like this group. I want this group to be dominant. I just don't understand what we're doing with them. I really don't. Then we get Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Braun's in the crowd watching, but man, you talk about beating the crap out of each other. That's what these two do. But Sheamus gets the win and confronts Braun and basically pushing each other, but Sheamus is getting an Intercontinental Championship match at Saturday Night Main Event, January 25th. I'm very excited. I don't think he's going to win the championship, but I'm pulling for him because it's the only championship he has not won. Then we get Kathy with Seth backstage, and he says, yes, I did talk to Adam, and I have a match with Drew McIntyre next week. So it's going to be Drew and Seth, a WrestleMania rematch. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I really enjoyed the WrestleMania match. So even with Seth being in so much pain and being the warrior he is. So that's going to be fun. And then Sammy's like, hey, man, if you need anything, I know Punk beating you, blah, blah. And Seth's like, dude, get out of my face. You helped Roman. You're helping the Tribal Chief get back to his status in WWE. And what are you going to help him win the Royal Rumble? Are you going to help him win this championship back? Get out of here. Sammy's like, you know what, dude? Whatever. Then we get Jackie with JD and Carlito. And this was funny because Jackie's with JD and Carlito. A little interview, asking, like, what's wrong with the Judgment Day? They're like, nothing's wrong. It's just a quick interview. I think this will get cut because if you I did rewatch the first Raw just because I wanted to. They edit out some things. Like, they edit out the New Day talking when they're in front of the crowd, and he brings up the Kendrick Lamar line, and says that Drake is better. They cut that out. They just cut a few things out. So this seems like one of those interviews they're going to cut out as well when I go back and rewatch it. But good thing I have my notes because I was watching. I was like, something's wrong here. And like the Dom and Pat McAfee interaction where he's like, he's put his wet hair all over me. And, Dom, you jackass and everything like this. And that was kind of cut too. I was like, oh, all right. Well, we're just going to edit things, huh? I guess. Sure. Of course, and they're blocking, they're cursing. And I heard people like, yo, where does Netflix? I was like, oh, it's still a TV show. I think it's still rated PG. Or PG, I don't know. It's something. So then we have Karrion and Miz. They come out of Adam's office. And we find out here in dialogue, the Wyatts have been moved to SmackDown. And Miz is like, oh, okay. And then here comes Sammy. He wants to talk to Adam as well. Get a little face-to-face. And Sammy and Miz will face each other because Miz is talking crap. Says, I was 2 times WWE champion, 2 times more than you, Sammy. Sammy's like, oh, yeah? You know what? I'm going to shut you up by my fist in your face. He didn't say that, but that's what happened. Gunther! He comes out. He's our world champion. He's like talking. He's like, there's nobody out there that's on my level. Like, everyone's talking, but they're not world champion material. And here comes Yeet. Jey Uso. He comes out, man. Big pop. Gets in Gunther's face and tells him, like, hey, I want that world championship. Me and you, Us. And Gunther's like, oh, okay. All right. And this Gunther's like, you know what? It's your fate. And if you want this, I will honor it. And we will face each other. And they're going to face each other as Saturday Night Main Event. I was like, man, it'd be really cool if Jey Uso won that championship. But I think I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I don't want Gunther to lose it. But I also want to see Jey Uso as a champion. So, yeah. Then Kathy's with Bayley. She's in the crowd as well. Another thing I think they're going to cut. But she's in her hometown of San Jose. Oh, and I got to shout out to CM Punk for showing love to all the firefighters and everything. I thought that was really cool. Telling them, like, hey, we're all coming together. We're ready to fight this fire. Thank you to all the firefighters out there. I thought that was really cool. And Bayley's just showing love to her hometown. She's like, yeah, here I am going to watch this Intercontinental Championship match, Lyra versus Dakota. It's a big match. I know what Dakota did, but I'm still rooting for her. This is why I wanted her in Damage Control in the first place, because I knew what she brought to the table. Now, Lyra versus Dakota. I really enjoyed this match. This is my match of the night. This really was a great match. Just not happy with the finish. I thought, no, not the finish in general, I meant like the outcome. I wanted Dakota Kai to win that championship so bad. But I knew Lyra was the most favorite in getting that. I was like, I don't think her time's now. I think this... okay, sure. We're going with Lyra. Should have been Dakota. Just in my opinion. Should have been Dakota. But Lyra got the championship. Then we get Kathy with the New Day, and I love the fact that I love heel New Day. I love the fact that Kathy's talking, and as they spit them bars, and at the end they tell her like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have no more time for you." I was like, all right, but they're gonna be in action next week. I'm guessing against a squash gang. Then we have Miz versus Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn beats the Miz. And I was telling my wife, I was like, man, the Miz really needs to change things up. Like, get rid of I don't know. He needs a makeover. He needs to do something different. He's just the Miz. And nothing wrong with the Miz, but he needs something. Something. Especially being a former WWE champion 2 times. We get a Logan Paul promo package, saying he's going to commit to this. He's going to be 100% WWE. I'm excited to see what he does. The dude's great in the ring. The dude's great on the mic. And I love what he said. He goes, while y'all are on keyboards, I'm on billboards. I was like, dude, that's a bar. That's a bar right there. Then we get Rhea Ripley, celebrating her championship. Then here comes Nia, and here comes, she's talking like so much smack, and the crowd's booing her. Nia's doing her job. Then Bayley comes out. Well, Bayley's in the crowd because Nia starts talking crap. But yeah, then Bayley gets in the ring, and Rhea's like, all right. And I was like, all right, Becky. No Becky. Ended up with the brawling. Rhea and Bayley kicking Nia out. They're in the Royal Rumble as well. So it was a fun segment, and I'm glad that Rhea is our champion again. Then we get Jackie with Rey Mysterio talking about Penta. He's like, hey, that was great. That was a great opportunity. And I like during this because Damian comes out. We got our main event, the street fight. Damian comes out, and then they cut to everything else, and then they cut to Rey during this interview, and he's just standing in the ring twirling the kendo stick. And I was just like, that must be awkward. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm still getting the feel. I think Triple H is too of like the commercial breaks. I'm doing quotations to the, to these interview segments outside the ring. I'm still getting used to it because he's trying to make the show as different as possible. Yes, we got the backstage stuff back and whatnot, but yeah, that first Raw was good, but it still had its problems. This Raw, they're still having audio issues because they were showing Madison Square Garden and everything, and I was like, I think Cole's talking right here. Then they cut Cole back in at the end, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so Rey Mysterio shows some love to Penta. Then we get our street fight. Oh, man, this was awesome. This was so good. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. I mean, they went to war with each other, and then it was this crazy table spot. Then Finn gets on a stretcher. Then Damian goes after him, and yeah, it's so good. But Damian gets the win. Of course, we got Judgment Day trying to interfere, but the War Raiders took him out, and Damian Priest went through a table. Well, they both went through a table first, and they got a table each. But man, this was so good. But Damian Priest got the win, and I hope Finn is behind him, or unless they face each other in something more extreme. But I really enjoyed this match. Solid Raw. My match of the night is Lyra versus Dakota, even though I don't like the outcome. But that's it. That's all. I give this Raw a solid 4 out of 5. January 13th, 2025. Pat and Cole and commentary. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Are you excited about the Netflix era? The Penta era? All the eras you can think of? All right? Okay. Share the bum that Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
But ladies and gentlemen, Penta is here!